Hey yo guys, what's happening? It's your boy Araine TJ back again with another reaction video, and today we're looking at some of these we're looking at a scammer video. Actually, the scammer was caught, or somebody, like, you know, look, we're gonna check it out and see what it's about.
No, I have no car.
Where's your car?
I don't have a car.
You don't have a Corvette anymore?
Nope.
What happened to it?
I just don't have no car.
What happened to it?
I just don't have no car. I never had a car.
You never had a car. This is Melvin, right? Oh, he hung up on me.
Oh my God.
That's the people I work with. This right here is Melvin Keith Johnson. Melvin Johnson tried to steal a Corvette from me multiple ways, and he played it as the nice guy role too.
Hold on, gang, before we continue, check it out, right? This video is by Flying Wheels. I'm gonna just hit subscribe, hit the like, you know, just like that. You can do the same for me. Like and subscribe if you like my drawings over to the side, or if you check out any of my other videos and you like my artwork, you know what I mean, show some support. Like, subscribe, check out my store, or join my membership. Anything would be greatly appreciated. Now let's get straight back into this.
As he was the one getting scammed. He was cautious because he doesn't want to get scammed. Now, a guy from New York tried to buy a Corvette out of state. He tried to have it shipped to him. I can't do that because of just the way the scenario seemed. It just seemed odd. And I made him come pick it up, and I'm glad I did, because he only managed to scam me out of a small amount of money and not $36,000. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how Melvin Johnson scammed me and how he got away with scamming me out of some of that money. Today's video, like, real bummer. This is why I don't trust people. This is why I have trust issues, and this is honestly why I'm such a dick to people with such short patience sometimes. People lie to me all the time. I am a used car dealer, and usually used car dealers are the ones with the bad names. I'm telling you right now, buyers are liars. We are the first person that people don't care to take advantage of and lie to. And that's expected, sadly. Like trade-ins, people trade in, they forget to tell me the things that are wrong with it, and then I have to find it, and then if I don't find it and I sell it, and the next owner finds out what the problem was that was skimmed past me, then I'm the bad guy that sold a lemon. That isn't what this video is about. That happens. That is the business I'm in. Today, somebody scammed me. Somebody tried to steal a Corvette. See this blue Corvette? No, not this blue Corvette. This blue Corvette. Well, this blue Corvette, a friend of mine took in on trade and said, Craig, this car is right up your alley. Would you be interested in buying it from us? We don't sell this type of stuff. Would you be interested in buying it? And then you can sell it. Yeah, absolutely. The car is perfect. It is a brand new Corvette. And that was part one, buying a reconstructed title Corvette. Now, part two is today's video, where somebody from New York tried to scam us and steal a Corvette from us. And I'm gonna tell you all about the story in today's video. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. I'm telling you right now, this business is tough, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna expose the guy that tried to steal the Corvette, because I know who you are. And also, I don't want this to happen to any of you guys watching this video, so I'm gonna show you how I protected myself. I still ended up losing a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you how and why in today's video. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. I know you enjoy my misery, so let's get going. Chevy Corvette, Nissan Skyline, Chevy Camaro, and I have some other fun cars too. I really enjoy this job sometimes. But to be quite honest with you, I don't trust people. I have trust issues. And I have a very patient, let's call it. I don't have a lot of patience with people. Why? Because being in this industry, being a used car dealer, is exhausting. It is exhausting. I am constantly lied to. And imagine just in your life, if you've ever tried to sell a car or buy a car or go on Facebook Marketplace and sell anything, it's exhausting. People and the public are exhausting, and I do it for a living. This is my every single day job. I chat with people on Facebook Marketplace every day. I negotiate with people every single day. I buy cars that need work every single day, and I have to find those problems and I fix them. And if I don't fix them and I sell the car by accident, like if I missed it, I'm a bad guy. Or if I don't fix it and then I sell the car at a discount for someone else to fix it, and it's more than what they anticipated in the negotiation, then I'm still a bad guy. That's the job, all right? And it has worn me down, and I am short, like not short-tempered, I don't have a temper, but I'm short with people, and I don't have patience with people. And to be quite honest with you, and to say it perfectly, I'm a dick now. I didn't used to be a dick. I used to be happy-go-lucky. I used to be a people person. Now I'm a dick, and I don't want to be. And it's because of stories like today that make me be a dick all the time. And I don't want to be a dick. But here's the story that made me who I am, because it's stuff like this that happens all the time that just sours you over time. Now, if you watched my last video, I told you all about the Corvette with a reconstructed title that we...
Gang. He just repeated himself, looping for 4 minutes.
we bought and we cleaned it up, and the car was awesome. Before I jump into it, I want to show you Melvin Johnson from my previous video, because he seems like such a swell guy. So happy to make a video and talk about me and how great we are. Here's Melvin Johnson right now.
You was straight everything you said. It's like brand new, smell brand new, drive brand new, okay? And I'm telling you, I was typical. I drove 6 hours, you know, it was on the back of my head. Let me tell you something. I will be buying another car from you. I will be sending you customers. This ain't, you know, I'm not saying just to be saying, I'm saying it from my heart. You're a good person, you're fair, you're honest. You can't get no honest than you is, okay? If a person got to drive 6 hours, okay, you treat like family. Not, as soon as I met you, treat me like family. You wasn't like a negative, everything was positive. You know what I'm trying to say?
I owe a lot of that to Lauren over there too. She took care of most of it.
You made me feel good. You know, you made me feel good. I'm going home good, okay? As soon as I get home, I'm taking your card. Guess what? I'm gonna be your salesman up north.
So he's part of a Corvette club, and Corvette guys talk to each other. So if you treat one Corvette guy right, they spread the word to everybody, which is really helpful. That isn't why I turned my camera on, for you to say what you just said. That's an incredible review, so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. Enough with the camera. Well, you saw that, and now I want to show you the real story and what happened after he left with the Corvette. So the Corvette is sold and gone. It is over to New York, and I got scammed. Now, I'm gonna use this Corvette as an example, even though this isn't the Corvette I'm talking about in today's video. Now, the one drawback to this car is that it had a reconstructed title from a minor water damage in Texas, like when it was 1 year old. So for 6 years, it's been driven like whatever, 15,000 miles. Now, I pulled the Carfax for it. It had a good Carfax aside from the water damage. I could find no water damage anywhere in the car, and I showed you in video number 1, like any damage that we found and reported. And then when I listed it for sale, I wrote it in the ad. I was very descriptive. Like with reconstructed titles, you have to be upfront with people. You can't send it on their way, hope they pay all the money. It's gonna come back to bite you. So I am always honest upfront, and I even show the Carfax and say the history in the description. And then when people call, I make sure they know what it is. There is nothing to be confused about when you buy a reconstructed car from us. Now, it isn't something we always sell, because I would prefer to sell clean title cars. If I find a good, solid car that's a great value, that looks like it was repaired correctly, I'm not afraid of it. This man calls me, not Melvin Johnson, his brother calls me. This man calls me, and he calls me from upstate New York and says, Craig, I own a dealership in upstate New York. My brother's interested in this car. Would you consider wholesaling it to me? So I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll wholesale it to you, whatever. I mean, I don't want to give the thing away, but would you be interested in wholesaling? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. It's like, would you take 30? I'm like, no, I wouldn't take 30. No, the car is too nice. There's no $10,000 buffer. Like this boat, I'm asking 40. It's fixed. If you haven't seen all the videos yet, the hull's fixed. The engine's brand new. I paid $6,200 for the hull to get fixed. I feel comfortable selling this at $40,000 because it is an awesome boat now. Any problems that it's had, I've had with the boat, and I've fixed. So the next owner will love this boat. Same with the Corvette. Like, I've driven this car enough to know that it's a great car. I put a few hundred miles on it, and I don't need to take $10,000 off the price of the car. So it's like, what about 36? No financing. You make it easy. You come up here. You don't give me any headaches. I'll wholesale it to your dealership. 36,000. That works. Let's do it. He goes, all right, it's for my brother. I'm gonna have my brother call you. So I'm gonna call, beep, boop, bop. Hey, Craig, this is Melvin. I want to buy that Corvette. I'm gonna come up with a truck and a trailer next weekend. I'm gonna buy it. So I'm like, Craig, I'm coming up this Saturday. I'll pick it up, and it's gone. It's out of your hair. I'm like, perfect, easy. Send me your information. He's like, all right, it's going to my sister's name. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought you were wholesaling it. I thought I was wholesaling it to your brother. Yeah, but I wanted it in my sister's name instead. So I'm like, oh, is your sister coming up? He's like, no, she won't be able to make it. All right, so now we have some red flags. He's kind of being a pain in the butt now at this point. Why? So we're not wholesaling it to his brother, and the buyer isn't the one buying it. This is like red flagged, and it's a little strange. So Melvin sees the video, and he says, all right, Craig, I definitely want it. I'll be up this weekend. Don't sell it on me. I'm like, hey, man, if someone shows up with cash, I'm selling this thing. I'm not going to hold it and hope that Melvin Johnson shows up. No, I'll be there. He's like, I'll give you $500 on a card if you hold it for me. I'm like, all right. Couple days away. You seem pretty interested. Let's do that. So Lauren takes the card over the phone. The card, we run it. It clears. We already have a copy of his driver's license. All is good. Fast forward to Saturday. Melvin seems like one of the nicest guys in the world. He comes in, he's happy. He's got his U-Haul rental truck. He's got his U-Haul rental trailer. And he looks at the car and says, Craig?
You was straight everything you said. It's like brand new, smell brand new, drive brand new.
Now, I have to pay in payments. I'm like, no, you or your brother said you're bringing cash. Now, I'd have to report it if you paid all cash. I had told him, Melvin, listen, the only way you're getting this car is if you wire me all the money in advance so I can see it in my bank account, or you're not taking the car or the title, or you bring me $100 bills, because I'm not letting my car go to upstate Syracuse or Rochester, New York, and hope your money goes through. Hope your check is good. Now, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but in this video, you can see I can't, because people lie to me nonstop. I have another video about someone else that was completely cheated cheating me and lying to me before. That hasn't aired yet. So Melvin, you either wire me the money and I see it in my bank account before you get here, or you bring me $100 bills, and that's the only option. Melvin walks in the door Saturday. Craig, that is the car you said it is. I'll take it. Perfect. All right, Lauren will take care of all the paperwork. Well, Lauren starts counting the cash with me. We have a cash counter. We have a counterfeit machine. We do everything. He gives me $15,000 in cash. I'm like, Melvin, you're a little short, buddy. He's like, well, I gave you $500 on a credit card too. I'm like, yeah, you did, yeah. So now we're at 15.5. He's like, all right, here's another $500 on a credit card. Swipe his card. All right, now we're at 16. Now what sucks about credit cards is the fee. On a $500, that's like $30, $35 on credit card fees. So he's swiping 2 cards, $500 each. The first one was manual, the second one we swiped. Lauren is back. What happened when Melvin said he had all the cash and he remember he was checking his pockets?
Yes.
Tell me about that for a second, so it's not just me telling a story.
So he checked his pockets and he said that he did have all the cash, said he laid it out all on the desk, and then said he didn't have all the cash, I
Yeah.
think?
So I'll say, yeah, she's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So he lays all the cash on the table and must have thought we weren't going to count the cash.
Yes.
So I count the cash and I'm like, hey, Melvin, you're like
In the
$8
cash
grand
counter. He
in the
broke out
cash
the
counter. I'm
cash
like,
counter.
and then I'm like, Melvin, you're like $8 grand short. He's like, no, that can't be. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Like, yeah, you're like $8 grand short. I'm gonna run it. I just ran it, but I'm gonna count 100 by 100 right in front of you and Lauren, so we all know. No money has come off the table. No money has come out of the machine. No, it was all there. I count 100 to 1,000, then 100 to 1,000. I lay it all on the table. He's short $8,000 in cash. Now he also had to send us money on Cash App, and he Zelled us, his brother, the dealer, Zelled us some money. So his brother Zelled us some money, which is fine. I don't mind Zelle because it's like a wire. So his brother Zelled us a bunch of money that showed up in my account before Melvin even laid out the cash. So after his Cash App from his daughter that he was on the phone with in our office, his daughter Cash Apped me, then his brother Zelled me, then he put 2 $500 payments on a card, and then he gave me enough cash that was short $8,000. Now he's like up in arms. Oh, it was there. I'm like, dude, it's not there. I counted in front of you. It's not there. Calls his brother. Hey, what was his brother's name? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Hey, wasn't all that cash in my pocket when I left? Oh, yeah, it was. Well, now I'm short $8,000. Where'd that money go? So this is the whole rigmarole of yep, we're just sitting around here waiting. Like, all right, well, it's not here. We're just going to wait for him to do his whole drama thing. And then he's short. He's got to figure it out somehow. Well, mysteriously, that $8,000 shows up, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
He went out to his truck or reached in his pocket or whatever, and mysteriously that $8,000 showed up, and he pays for the car. It's paid in full, $36,000 between Cash Apps and Venmos and Zells and 2 credit cards and a wire and cash. I helped him load the Corvette on the truck. I sweat underneath, make sure it's locked up, make sure the straps run right, because he didn't really seem to know what he was doing. He talks about his Corvette club. He talks about how great we are. He talks about how he's going to promote our business to his Corvette club, and he loves working with honest people that are always up front. Usually these are red flags when people talk about scams or how great you are.
He was gonna put the Flying Wheels name in his Corvette club on the banner.
Right.
So I doubt that he did that.
I'm sure we're not on his Corvette club
I don't
banner.
think
So Melvin Johnson takes off. Next week, 1 week later, we get a letter from the credit card company. He charged back the credit card. Now, there's something I always say in these videos, CYA, cover your butt, right? I always cover my butt. So we have a Carfax history report right here. I gave him a copy of the Carfax history report showing the reconstructed title, but I keep a copy and I have him sign it because it says branded flood. So he knows, he signed it. He knows what it is. Now his sister's not here. Dakara Johnson is not in the office to sign everything. That's why I put it in both of their names. I need the person present here, signing everything. So Melvin Johnson signs the Carfax. He's aware. Melvin Johnson signs the bill of sale. Here, I get a picture, Melvin Johnson, of your driver's license right there. I get both credit card receipts signed right there. And he signed the one that I ran over the phone as well. I got his signatures, I got his driver's licenses, I got everything. Well, he charges back his credit cards, both of them. I get the letter from the credit card company for the $1,000, and you can't call. There's no phone number to call, so you're out of luck. So it's just faxing things back and forth. So I fax the driver's license, I fax the bill of sale, I fax the receipts signed with everything they need, everything they requested. I get back. I send over to them. Weeks go by, nothing. I get a fax back or an email back or whatever that says they're blurry. They're not blurry, first of all. And why are we using facsimiles? Maybe that's why it's blurry, because we're still using fax instead of email. So we clear them up, we darken them, I resend them. I get a letter here from the credit card company. Fraud card present environment. This is a notification. The allocation dispute initiated by the bank, JP Morgan Chase, is fraud card present environment. So I get a letter from JP Morgan Chase Bank that says, Dear merchant, this notification is to inform you of the action taken regarding the allocation reversal dispute. Fraudulent transaction processed as a face-to-face transaction. Without a signed, imprinted mag swipe or chip read sales draft, we cannot defend this case. Without a signed. So I said, it's signed. I called. It's signed. I finally got a number. It is signed. I have a copy of his driver's license. Yeah, but he wasn't here when you ran the card. You can only use the mag stripe or the chip reader to be protected. If you use a keyed code, like you do it over the phone and then you type in the credit card, you cannot be protected as a merchant. I am not protected. They would not hear me out. They took the money out of my account. It's too bad for me. Go F myself, Craig. It's too bad. So I call Melvin Johnson and I say, hey, Melvin, it's Craig flying with. This is what happened. So coincidentally, Melvin, the buyer that bought the 2015 Corvette that told me about his church and told us he was going to put my name on the wall and what a great guy I am, he charged back his credit card after I asked why he wasn't using the same credit card. He said, oh, I got a new credit card. And I said, why did you get a new credit card? Oh, I lost my other one. So I said, did you charge back the $500 down payment that you put on your card? No, I wouldn't do that. So we got a letter back that said he charged back $500 on his card. We traced it to him. So I'm going to give him a call and see what's going on.
Hello?
Hey, Melvin, Craig flying wheels with a Corvette.
Yeah, Craig, I told him I'd get back home on time.
Oh, yesterday. That was Wednesday, though.
Yeah, I've been working on time to work on the road. I've been on the road.
Can you...
I'm working on the road.
You're on the road. All right. So do you have a different card we could run?
I don't got no cards on me right now. I don't travel with my card. I'm with the crew.
Oh, okay. When do you think you'd be back so we can expect it? I'm just trying to figure it out so it doesn't get too long.
It's supposed to wrap it up next Thursday. It's supposed to be wrapped up.
Okay.
I don't want to hear.
All right. So should I call you next Thursday?
Yeah, but just go by the book. They expect the rain, so they delayed us 2 days because of the rain.
Okay. Whose card was it that you used first? Was it yours or someone else's?
Well, mine.
It was yours. Okay. All right. No problem. I'll talk to you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's why I don't trust people. And that's why I have trust issues, because everybody lies to me. I do not take PayPal. I very rarely take Cash App or Venmo. I do use Zelle. I do take certified and bank checks, and I take cash and I take wires. But there is always a scam you have to watch out for, especially with Marketplace and all over somebody is always one step ahead of you. They always know the newest scam. And unfortunately, I don't know the newest scam until it's tried on me. And constantly, every single day, if you've ever been on Marketplace, you know how many scammers there are out there trying to get your Venmo information or your Facebook information or your bank information or even just your Google Voice phone number. It's incredibly frustrating to be able to have to keep up on all the fraud out there. And in this industry, like the car industry, it is constant. And this is a letter that I got for a chargeback for 2 transactions. Now what happened was Melvin Johnson called his credit card company and charged back both charges on the Corvette. Why? For no reason other than he wants his money back. Not like he doesn't want to return the car. He loves the car. It's registered and titled and he uses it just because he wants to scam me out of $1,000. There's nothing wrong in this entire sales scenario. There's nothing wrong with the car. He still loves the car. He didn't offer to return the car back to me or anything. He just wants to try to scam me in multiple ways. And I'm going to keep going in this video and show you all the ways he didn't and the one way he did. And I hope it helps you guys so you don't get stuck in these situations as well. And you can see and watch out for the same red flags that I saw throughout this whole transaction. So I'm going to repeat this because this is the Corvette that's scamming me. So this guy gave me a card over the phone. He came here and he signed the receipt. The card was in his name. I verified his driver's license and his signature. He charged it back and he's right because I keyed it in first.
I can't say. I just know that, it wants that you keyed it in and there's nothing that can be done according to what that letter says.
And even though he signed it and he provided me his driver's license, I'm unprotected because I keyed it in.
Yes, you key in a transaction, yes.
And the bill of sale that shows he purchased it with his driver's license that matches the credit card that he used, still too bad for me.
Listen, you can't, that's what I'm saying. Here's to say right now, if I give you a credit card and I say that I'm, John Doe, and if I show my credit card and I show up there, unless you actually look at the picture and say that's not you, how are you going to know?
Because John Doe is the one that gave me the credit card over the phone, and then John Doe showed up to buy the car, and John Doe showed me his license. And John Doe is the same one disputing the transaction transactions. So the name is the same on all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can only go off of what they're saying here. You know, I hear what you're saying, but, you know, I can only go off of what, you know, it really states in the letter from Visa MasterCard.
All right, and now it's theft. He stole $500 from us. So what do you recommend I do?
If you know his location, you know, and get the authorities involved, that's what happened with that car. That guy was able to get it, but it took him like, you know, 3 or 4 months. But he told me that, yeah, he was able to, you know, finally get his car back and everything. But yeah, he had to just do a whole bunch of legal hoops.
Okay, yeah, you're not much help at all. All right, thank you very much anyway for something, I guess. So I'm gonna call the guy that scammed us out of $500 on the Corvette. Yeah.
585.
585.
Hello?
Hey Melvin, Craig Flying Wheels. I was calling to see if you ever got your car registered.
I don't have no car.
You don't have no car.
No, I don't have no car.
Where's your car?
I don't have a car.
You don't have a Corvette anymore?
Nope.
What happened to it?
I just don't have no car.
What happened to it?
I just don't have no car. I never had a car.
You never had a car. This is Melvin, right? Oh, he hung up on me.
Oh my God.
That's the people I work with in my life, and this is why my wife calls me a dick all the time. I don't have no car.
God.
Wow.
That's too soon. I'll call tomorrow if he doesn't answer. Let's see if he answers again. I don't have no car.
He probably blocked your number, is my guess.
That's crazy. Gang, that's so crazy. What? Yeah, of course he blocked you.
The power of YouTube. Ready?
We gotta find out what Corvette club he's in.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
What's his name?
Melvin
Melvin what?
Johnson.
Melvin Johnson. From where?
Albion, New York.
Albion, New York. Took a Corvette from me, and then he's been charging back all of his charges. So that's why you need to cover yourself. Right now I'm only out 500, but he really tried to work me on every angle. Remember, he even thought he paid us in full. Oh, I paid you in full already. You sure all that money's not there? And all the money wasn't sitting on the table, right? So I wrote him a quick text a few weeks ago because he said he was working and he'd be back from work in a few days and would call me, and he didn't. And when I did, he answered and then hung up on me after he yelled at me. So I wrote, hey Melvin, it's not fair that you raised your voice and yelled at me. I didn't do anything wrong. You lied to me and told me you lost your credit card when in actuality you called your credit card company and lied to them about the $500. I hope you live up to your side and repay the $500 you canceled on me. I'd hate to inform your Corvette club of the type of person you may really be. So I am going to reach out to him one more time and say, hey Melvin, I'm not sure if you're familiar with who I am or what I do for work, period. If you have a chance, check out Flying Wheels on YouTube, period. I wanted to give you a heads up and let you know that you will be featured in one of our upcoming videos. I appreciate the segment you did for me on camera, and I will be sure to share this story along with your information to the world, period. Unless, of course, you want to take care of it amicably. Thank you, and let's see if he responds.
His brother owned a used car dealership, so we want to find out the name of it.
He did, yes. So his brother is the first one that called me for Melvin,
Yeah.
and he said, hey, my brother's really interested in this Corvette. Can you give me more information? I own a car dealership. Would you wholesale it to me and I'll sell it to him? Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't
Might
care.
not
And then
even be
later
his
on,
real brother.
He said his brother's just going to buy it,
Yeah.
and that's when Melvin came up and called you every single day, right? Actually, tell me the story about Melvin.
Oh, he called me at least like 5-6 times a week, probably once a day,
Asking what?
asking about the car, if he can pay with a credit card over the phone, paying cash.
And a lot of the times he said, because I don't want to get scammed.
Yes.
Like he didn't want to get scammed.
Yes.
So that's usually when people say that, you know. So I just sent him a little text that said, here's how
Oh.
many viewers watch my channel monthly if you want to check it out. And it was a slow month at 1.2 million. That is a fire video, and that's why I'm not even upset. Like, people should be exposed for
So
doing
he,
stuff like this. And
he
you know, I
knew.
have like a little bit of clout, which is nice. I can use a little bit of my power for good, and hopefully it saves other people from having to deal with this. If anybody's watching this, you can see what I'm going through and not let it happen to you. And the power of
Crazy women,
I didn't want to say
FBI
that.
skills.
I didn't want to say that. We have somebody digging deep into the files and found his sister on LinkedIn. His brother owns a car dealership in Rochester, New York.
Yes.
Wow. Let me know when you come up with more information. Don't mess with Flying Wheels. So there's more to the story now
That's
that we're talking,
crazy.
because it's been a month because we've been going back and forth with the credit card
A
company.
month.
He was calling saying he wanted to put in his sister's name, right?
Yes.
His sister was going to sign everything. He didn't want it his name because he didn't want his daughters getting it if anything ever happened to him. That kind of made sense to me. All right, fine. His kids might have been greedy and he wants to put his sister's name. Or maybe he's hiding money and wants his sister's name. That's normal. Odd, but normal. So what we did was say, all right, fine, but it's going in both your names. It'll go in your name and your sister's name. So we need her signatures. Bring them up with us. I need originals, not signed, and I need a copy of her driver's license. So we have a copy of her sister's driver's license, his sister's driver's license. We have all her original signatures, and then we have Melvin's signatures, Melvin's driver's license, and everything broken down piece by piece. Remember, I always say CYA, cover your, but we have the sister's name, whom we found on LinkedIn. Yes. We have his Corvette Club information, or you're looking up the Corvette Club information, and we're gonna find out the dealer that his brother owns or works for or something. We're gonna get to the bottom of this just for a little bit of fun, because people shouldn't get away with this type of stuff. If he's doing it to me, he can do it to you, and he can do it to everyone else out there. We're gonna expose this guy, Melvin. I put my camera down, and before I even get my camera down, Lauren already found the sister's phone number. No, I'm not gonna expose the sister. Her name is being used in this, but I'm not gonna give out her personal information. But can I have her phone number and we'll give her a call? You have a few numbers. You have her landline,
I have her address,
her wireless, her address.
her relatives.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Fast People Search gives you all that information.
Yeah.
Oh, did you pay for that?
No.
That was free information?
I typed her name into Google.
It has her income.
Yeah.
And she lives in a 3-bed, 1-bath. The internet is a scary, scary place. What's the number?
585.
585.
Our calling is not available.
Not available.
Try again
That
later.
is scary.
What else do you have? Let's try it again. I just ate a Kind bar, so hopefully I don't have a bunch of stuff in my teeth.
Fast People Search.
Second number.
Yo, that is
I've been changed,
scary.
disconnected. Maybe they're just running scams.
Please check the
This lady has how many?
6.
This lady has 6 phone numbers attached to her name. Let's try them.
All right, 585.
All right, let's try phone number number 3. Medina, New York. Ooh.
The number you dialed is not in service.
3 numbers out of service. All right, number 4.
585.
What number is this? Number 5?
4.
Number 4.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Dakara, my name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Your brother Melvin bought a Corvette from us in his and your name, and there's some fraudulent activity that Melvin has done that's affecting you, and I just want to see if I can get you out of it and find some type of solution so you don't have anything related to this. Can you call me back when you get a chance, please, and thank you. I don't think I have introduced anybody yet to Lauren. So Lauren, I just need someone to vouch for me, because sometimes people think my stories are fake. The stuff I go through, people don't really always believe, and they think it's embellished. Who bought the Corvette?
Melvin Johnson.
Do you remember the phone calls from Melvin Johnson?
Yes. All right, so multiple phone calls from Melvin Johnson to my personal cell phone and to Craig's personal cell phone. He would talk to me, ask me questions, and then he would call Craig and ask the same exact questions for Craig.
All right, and Melvin Johnson, when he showed up, he was a nice guy?
Nice, very nice guy.
Very nice guy. Kind of a pain on the phone.
Pain on the phone, but
a nice guy.
super nice guy.
All right. Like, almost so nice that you're like, that you instant build that trust. Like, you feel like, oh, this is a good guy.
Yeah.
No problem, my guard is down.
Yes.
That's what you have to look out for. So your guard's down, things start to slide by. That's where you get in trouble.
Yes.
So let's carry on with the story. I know this was a long video, and I'm sorry I repeat myself. It was like months. It happened in June, now it's October, so this was months of project headache going on. So I'd get somewhere with it, and then we'd have to pause because we were just waiting to hear back from the credit card company. Then we'd submit paperwork, and then we'd wait. And then Melvin would say he'd call me Thursday, and then he wouldn't. So it's like a 2-3 month process. I mean, here we are, it's still not solved. So the final solution as of today, he tried to short me on $8,000. I caught him on that. He charged back both credit cards. One credit card, I keyed in over the phone. That was the original deposit for $500. Because we keyed it in, I'm not protected. So he was able to keep that $500 because he fraudulently said that he lost his card and that charge shouldn't be on there. So they gave that to him, even though I have every document and he signed the receipt when he came into the office, and even though I had his driver's license. Because I manually entered, no protection. The other $500 that I swiped when he was here and put on a card, that one I'm protected because I swiped it. It was a chip, so I plugged the chip in. So lesson learned, I guess you can't really take cards over the phone. You gotta swipe them, and the best way is to put the magnetic stripe in. So in all, I lost $500. It could have been a lot worse. Made a video out of it. Just it sucks that I go through this stuff, and there's a lot of people out there that are just shysters. This job is tough. People lie to me all the time, and I have to sort through all the BS to figure out who's lying, who's telling the truth, and and then I have to be on the up and up because they will attack me as soon as I say something wrong. So I gave you a glimpse into what this world is like to be a car dealer. I hope it was entertaining, informative, useful, educational, whatever. Do me a favor, and thumbs ups are always appreciated. And tell me in the comments, is all of that headache worth $500? Should I just let it go? I mean, give me $500 out of your pocket. That's how I look at it. I don't want to just take $500 out of my pocket and give it to somebody just like you wouldn't. So it's really a bummer. That's like, if I just gave somebody a $500 bonus in the shop, they would have been pumped. That could have been their money right there. So thanks for...
Yo, so I was waiting, you know, because I don't want to pause too often. But first of all, I'm gonna keep my subscription. I like this video. I'm gonna keep my like. I think you should like and subscribe. And then I'm gonna say my negatives and my critique. First off, I think the intro was way too long and he was a little bit too repetitive. But in the end, he himself realized that, you know, and he was able to speak on that, and he justified it, and it makes sense. If you're working on this over a couple months, of course you're gonna say a few things that you said already. You're gonna repeat a few things. But also, I like how clear he was and transparent he was. Yeah! Bro. I like how clear and transparent he was, and I like the fact that, you know, he's showing you how, you know, some people scam, and like a little insight to his side of the, you know, this. And also in the beginning, he was talking about how, you know, how people think used car dealers are the bad guys, when I thought that was a real good insight to their perspective. And for me personally, I've had something similar, you know, an issue like this where not like exactly like this, but with Pep Boys down in Philly. Yo, they messed me over, and I tried to dispute all that with their banks and whatnot, and it just didn't work out. And what started off as a $600 dispute took months and months and turned out to be over $1,000, even though I had all the paperwork, I had all the pictures, I had all the evidence. They just weren't helping me, yo. And they gave the benefit of the doubt to the Pep Boys. But if you listening to me and you're in Philly, do not go to the Pep Boys on Broad Street, yo. The one down by Gerard. Them boys will slash your tires. Them boys will double charge you. Like, they will say the tires is $30, but they'll charge you $60, and they'll put the $30 on. No, how'd it go? I wanted the $30 tires, 2 of them. And my guy said they don't have those tires no more. They only have the $60 one. So I said, all right, put on the 2. When I checked the tires, it was the Sunfire tire. They slashed the tires. They stabbed the tires. There's a whole backstory to it, but they stabbed the tires. And because they stabbed it, and I had to take the blade out, the X-Acto knife blade, so you know this wasn't no random thing. How an X-Acto knife get into a brand new tire? And I drove the car from the shop to my work, and by the time I get to work, the tire is flat. Right? So because I had to pull it out, I end up seeing the brand of the tire, Sunfire. And when I check on the store, the Sunfire tire is a $30 tire. But when I check the receipts, they charged me the $60 tires. So they double charged me for the tires. And then they charged me for an alternator change. When my pops check it, they didn't change the alternator, and it was the battery that was cracked. I just needed a new battery. Bro, like, all type of shystiness, bro, from every which angle, bro. So don't use that, Pep Boys. In fact, don't use no Pep Boys. And that's my experience in the whole car and like scamming business. But thanks for watching today's video. If you like, you know what I mean, hit the like, subscribe, share. If you like my drawings, like I said before, you could check the store and buy something. You could buy one of my merch, or you could just hit like and subscribe, join the membership. Any which way you support, even if you comment down below, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you and have a great day. All right, bye everyone.